My daddy's story, I share the experience that I was actually raised with my father not being in the picture. And so I went through my entire life, from my adolescence, teenage, college years, not having a clue who my father was. I knew his name, but that's all I knew. And so when I was about 35 years old, I had one of my siblings reach out to me on Facebook, and he inboxed me, and I thought it was one of those, you know, give me $1,500 and you'll get 5 million deposited into your account immediately kind of scenarios, one of those scammers. And so he reached out to me and said, "Hey man, I think I'm your brother." And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Tell me more." So we continued to talk through Facebook for at least almost 3 weeks, kind of chatting. And then he started revealing so much about my life, and he knew of my mother, knew of my mother's siblings, and going home for Thanksgiving. And I said, "Well, let's coordinate a meeting to meet my father." And so we went home and I met him. And so at that moment, and this is where the story is, everything that I've always questioned and wondered, I felt like I was given the answer right then. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3". He's 6'6", 6'7". My demeanor, he carries some of the same demeanor. So I saw myself in him, and everything came to light right at that very moment. So, and I think he was probably already diagnosed with cancer, and then 2 years later he transitioned. And so it was short-lived, but it was a moment for me to be able to, some of those unanswered questions got answers that day when I met him. Yeah, so mom was, I think my mother, and the people probably could say this, she was probably the best mother that anybody would ever want. Now I say that because my mother was very strong, operated with strong fists, read between the lines. So you didn't get out of line too much. I think the impact she left in my life was my work ethic, my ability to love individuals. My mother loved folks unconditionally. But no, she was an amazing woman, and her passing actually shook my very soul, because her passing was so sudden. She transitioned in a matter of hours, and my sister and I, my brother was alive at the time too. My brother's now deceased too. But the three of us, we took it really hard, and I think it was a bigger toll on my brother, because they say people can die from a broken heart, and I really believe that he took it so hard that he couldn't bounce back. And so he transitioned a year after she did. And so my sister and I are extremely close. We're twins, but we're extremely close. And what has held us together is the fact that my mother has always taught the three of us, you are all you got. This is it. This is all we got. So y'all better hold tight to each other, because you may get married, you may do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, you still all you got. And so that's why we stay so close.